You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. How are you? Come on in here. Let's do this thing. All right. Happy Tuesday. Are you back from winter vacation yet? A lot of people are out for the ski vacations right now. We're here enjoying the Florida warmth. Spent the whole weekend in Daytona at the Speedway, and man, what a life metaphor.
I need a boost. I need a daily boost. I need a boost. I need a daily boost.
It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. My name is Scott Smith. Thank you for stopping by today. Yeah, it was fun. I've not ever been a huge NASCAR fan. It's not what this is about or what I'm about, but I moved to the Daytona area, and people here like to go to the races. So it's just down the road there, about 5 miles away. And the parking lot where my gym is, it's a quarter mile from the Speedway. I'm literally there 5 or 6 days a week anyway. This time, it just struck me as this metaphor for living. I mean, you're prepped. You've done your homework. You go to the gym. You eat right. You plan. Get your finances in order. You're doing all the right stuff. The habits are there. The routines are there. And you're just going round and round in circles, round and round and round. And that's good. You don't want anything to happen. But sometimes things have to happen to make things happen, right? So I'm watching the race, and they're going round and round and round. If you know Daytona, Daytona's kind of boring until the end. And about a lap before the end is where it all happens. Everybody wins at the end of that race. And it happened again this year. I think they had 1 lap to go. And all of a sudden, the cars got just crazy and just start swirling, and they crashing and spinning. Everybody was okay. But the driver who won was in the 19th position. He had never held a lead lap at all. He was just in the middle of the mess, prepared and calm. And I watched him when everything went crazy. And if you see the replay, you'll see it. It's left, right, left, boom. He was out in the lead, won the race. Just like that. And you look at it and you say, well, yeah, but he really didn't win the race. Yes, he did. Everybody else crashed. He got through it. What a metaphor. Being prepared, being on your game, being patient, and ready to act when you need to. Wow. Okay, today we're going to talk about being prepared. I'm going to teach you one of the concepts. It's inside my awareness operating system, my awareness OS, as I call it. It's part of my daily awareness planner. I have become obsessed with being aware in the past probably 2.5 to 3 years. And it happened because I looked around and I saw all these successful people in my life that I was coaching and suddenly doing stupid stuff. They had good routines. They had good habits. They're doing all the stuff you're supposed to be doing and then do something stupid. Or more likely, something happened because they weren't paying attention to it. Everything was on autopilot. Now, people preach, get on autopilot. Absolutely. I love autopilot, but autopilot sometimes drifts. If you're on autopilot, you're not paying attention. And even when you're flying an airplane, I know we don't think pilots pay attention. Even though autopilot is flying the airplane, pilots are actually paying attention to it very closely because it can go wrong. That's what happens in life sometimes. So I've taught this forever, and I will tell you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the number one thing that anybody I work with closely, now lots of times if you're a little bit further out in the orbit, this won't mean much to you. But if you come close to me, this will absolutely change your life. It's called a pre-planned response. I'll teach it to you today. The reason I'm teaching is because I'm actually going to teach in pretty big detail Wednesday morning on my inner circle call, my Face Your Passion inner circle call. Very small group, 12 to 18 people, very serious about hanging out with very, very successful people, serious about making their life better. Man, it's a great group. We'll open it again soon here for you. If you're interested, send a note to Scott@dailyboostpodcast.com. I'll do the best I can for you today, but I don't have that much time, so we'll get into it, okay? Let's start by saying this. Years ago, I met a girl. Her name was Joy. She's my wife today. We've been together almost 19 years now. My first wife had passed away. I was dating. I wasn't very good at it. I was trying to be good at it. And consequently, I had to practice. I did not want any moment to pass that I didn't come across like the guy she would marry. So one day I'm at Mount Dora. Mount Dora is a little town northwest of Orlando. It's kind of an artsy town. And at a French restaurant, we're having lunch out there. And finally she looks at me and she says, "Mr. Smith, what are your intentions, sir?" I said, "My intentions are to get you to fall madly in love with me, marry me, and spend the rest of your life with me. That okay?" Her jaw hit and bounced across the side like 16 times. It was crazy. Took a drink of her wine. Just, okay. Was it random? No, it wasn't random. I had practiced that. I thought about it. I don't know how many times I talked about that response, if ever given. Where did it come from? I don't even know. But it was on my mind. And I took the time to get it dialed in, and I had the discipline to say it. The D word, discipline is one of those things. It's like keeping your mouth shut. That's a discipline too. I'm not very good at that one. So when we talk about pre-planned response, we're talking about applied awareness before the moment happens. It's getting ready for it. It's learning how not to get caught off guard again. And in the case that I did, it wasn't getting caught off guard, was it? It was actually moving my mission forward. Thought about that. How many times have you done that? We talked about, do you talk to yourself a week ago? Do you talk to yourself about what you should be saying when you get the chance? Yes, you do. Do you have the discipline to do it? So here's a real problem. Important conversations trigger emotions, don't they? Always. You be calm and cool. Most people don't get in enough important conversations throughout the course of their day to be calm and cool. I mean, think about the number of really, drop dead important conversations you have. There's very few people in this audience that have them continuously all day long because we have a normal life, right? Emotions narrow your thinking. You get emotional, things get kind of cloudy fast. You feel squeezed in. Narrow thinking creates regret. Most regret does not come from bad intentions. Most people do not intend to say something badly. It comes from unprepared moments. Like what? Like client pushback. I have a client just the other day pushed back too hard and boom. I spent a whole session telling him what to say. What was I doing? He thought I was telling him what to say. I was giving him a pre-planned response. I was thinking through the situation before he was ever going to get to it. I do that with a lot of my clients. It's not unusual to have clients send me an email and say, "What do I say?" I say it this way. We'll get to more of that in a sec here. How about spousal money talks? That's hard sometimes, isn't it? How about team friction? Gets emotional sometimes. How about pricing conversations? Buying something, selling something? Like, I don't do yard sales. My wife likes to do like a garage sale. She loves to do it. I'll do it. I'll be a good husband. I hate it. I have to have a pre-planned response session for a week before I do a garage sale, because when some guy comes up to me and I give him a price I want and they go, "Well, you take 10 cents instead." I just want to hit the guy. Just going to say it. However, if you tell me a joke and make me feel happy and compliment my wife, I'll give it to you for free. Pricing conversations. I really literally have to think through what I'm going to say, how I'm going to handle these folks who are going to, stop it. Do you know how much I paid for that? Do you know what's that? I know. So it's awareness before action.
I'm not giving up.
I am selling the building.
The final season of FX's The Bear.
The restaurant is flooded.
Everything's either gonna be okay.
No, stop.
Or not.
We are outgunned and we are outmanned, but we have each other.
FX's The Bear, the final season. All episodes now streaming on Disney+.
Awareness of a situation, awareness of likely triggers. You think about that lately? What might trigger you? You all the time will tell me, Scott, I just get triggered sometimes. I always say, well, did you see it coming? Well, it happens a lot, right? Are you aware of your response that you're going to have? Are you aware of your fallback? Pre-planned responses are simply a structured awareness. That's all it is. We're not controlling the conversation. People say that, Scott, I don't want to control my conversation. You better. But anyway, you're not controlling the conversation. You're controlling yourself inside the conversation. Sometimes you get surprised by people who surprise you. That's what surprise is. You don't know what to say. You stick your foot in your mouth. Now you got to get your foot out of your mouth, right? Other times you have something you want. You have a job. You have an opportunity you want to pursue. You're trying to figure out what to say to get that door open. You haven't thought it through yet. Or maybe you thought through one level of it instead of 10 levels of it, every possible angle. What if I'm going to talk to somebody about an opportunity and they told me they're interested, but suddenly overnight their investments crashed? What do you do if that happens? Think it through. Think it through. By the way, you should think through what happens if you have no idea what's going to happen. It's a total, complete surprise. What do you do if you get totally, completely surprised? Well, here's a cool idea about that. If you think through about what you do when you get totally, completely surprised, you'll never be totally, completely surprised, will you? Pre-deciding responses increases follow-through. Anticipating emotional triggers reduces reactivity. Seneca one time said, imagine difficulty before it arrives. This isn't manipulation, it's composure. So how do we do this? Okay, step number one in the how do we do it pre-planned response category. Ready? Number one, identify the conversation. How do I do this? I could look to today, tomorrow, this week, this month. There's conversations I know are coming my way. Could be people I work with, could be clients, could be my wife, could be my neighbors, could be just about anything. There are conversations that need to be said that I want to have, that maybe I'm putting off, just haven't got to yet, but they're coming. If I take just a minute and think about those conversations and then say, well, okay, during those conversations, what could possibly be said? What could come out of their mouth? What could I come out of my mouth? What's the situation? What's going on in those conversations? If I just take a minute to do that, I'm going to mitigate almost everything that could surprise me. What if they do surprise me? Well, good. Like I said, I'm not surprised. I just thought about it. So what conversations are coming? Take you 5 minutes, maybe less. Why does it concern me? Maybe I don't know what they're going to say. Maybe I do know what they're going to say, and I don't know what to say to them. Maybe I want something, and I don't know how to get it. If you take a moment and rehearse it out, you'll get it. What's at stake? Usually what's at fear in your heart is something's at stake. Well, I probably should put stake first because the stakes are really important. Usually what's holding you back is the stakes. Number two, we're going to map the angle. Angle is kind of your angle of attack, if you will. Not attack. Angle is like flying an airplane. Angle of attack is the wing angle. How about pushback? If you're talking to somebody, you can get pushback from an idea. It's not going your way because somebody's got it going their way. How about objections? Could that send you over the edge? How about emotions? Could somebody's emotion, their emotion, throw you, or could they trigger an emotion inside of you? How about blame? That gets a lot of people. How about surprise questions? You'll hear me say that one a lot because that's probably the most powerful tool here. Don't get surprised. How about authority challenges? I get that a lot, by the way. I play an authority position when I'm coaching with a lot of very smart, powerful people. I don't take challenges well. I don't think you do either because I'm kind of that type A kind of guy too. I stand in it. And yet sometimes I need to take it. I need to be told. I need to put my place sometimes. But what I do when it happens, I could fight back or I could just open up to it and say, let's listen. It happened to me last week. I got challenged by my inner circle. They went at me. I'm like, okay, just weird. I'm in charge, but look what happened. I knew what to do because I already thought it through. What if it ever happens? Somebody just throws you under the bus, and even if it's a good way, what are you going to do with it? If you're worried about it, your brain already sees the risk, by the way. What we're doing here with the pre-planned response is just making that risk really visible. So step 3, we're going to write some anchor responses. They're going to be short, calm, non-defensive, focused, repeatable. You can use them again and again and again. Say you don't have anything, you have no response you want to do. Have an anchor response. We can talk about it, but I want to stay focused on one issue. We'll talk about that in a sec here. Help me understand more what you mean. That's fair. Let me clarify. I don't think I'm willing to go there. I love that one. I do. I've gotten used to it now because I understand when I say I'm not willing to go there, when you think I'm willing to go there, the whole room changes. That's a pattern interrupt. As soon as I say that, I have control. That's a whole other podcast. Step 4, your emergency protocol. Here's how it works. In real life, say you're completely confused today with the conversation. What are you going to do? The 4 saves, we'll call them. Pause. Don't let anybody get you goat. Just think about it, okay? You can even say that. Let me think about it. It's okay. I want to talk about it now. Let me think about it. Number 2, you want to clarify. What specifically are you referring to? 3, you want to narrow it down. Let's handle this one at a time. And sometimes you have to defer. Sometimes I find the deferral thing to be good. Now, I'm a guy that doesn't like to defer. I'm a guy that likes to get it done. I'm actually the guy that if there's 10 things that need to be talked about, I kind of want to do all 10. I don't like to defer, but I will, and I won't do all 10. I'll do 1. But if you master the pause, clarify, narrow, and defer, you're not going to feel ever trapped again. You always have a way out. So I was leading up to my 1 issue rule. Never chase every rabbit. When emotions rise, conversations branch off. People do it constantly. They switch subject and go another direction. I work with clients all the time. I'm thinking about one right now, and 90% of my conversations with him is to narrow it down to the one topic that we just get solved first. We never go on until we get it solved first. And trust me, if it's an uncomfortable conversation, they're not going to like you sticking to one topic. So we pick the smallest possible one that we can get agreement on and get solved, and that's it, conversation over. Marriage, negotiations, team meetings, client tensions, things like that. It's kind of a discipline that goes with Awareness OS. And if you have that discipline to stick to one thing, you can get a lot done. So why does this change? Why does this help you if you do this pre-planned response thing? And some of you will just blow this off today, not even think about it. Some of you are sending me an email in a couple days and saying, oh my gosh, God, you just changed my life. I'll answer your email. Reduce anxiety by doing this. Build authority, improve negotiations, strengthen relationships, eliminate post-conversation regret. Confidence, the confidence you want in a conversation is not about charisma. It's not about standing in front of the mirror and talking to yourself. It's about preparation. A pre-planned response is the OS you need. Give it a try. See you tomorrow.